Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on The Dark Knight's Batman, The Dawnbreaker, issue number 1 comic review. Now, as you know, this is part of DC's Dark Multiverse, where there is an infinite number of dark realities separate from the DC Multiverse, where in most realities has Batman becoming kind of like overpowered and more evil sort of style. This one has a Green Lantern version. Now, if you've ever read, I don't know, Batman in Darkest Night, where he became a Green Lantern and was quite responsible to power, this one portrays him as more of a military force and more sort of armoured style. Now, I actually picked up this comic yesterday, along with the Rugrats one that I reviewed, and this one is more of a shinier cover, which kind of gives the old 90s gimmick feel. So let's get on the story. It starts off how on Earth 32 in Gotham, with there's a voice saying, "There's a story from the Dark Multiverse that should never be. Witness the rise of the Dark Knight." And so in this, so much like other realities, Joe Chill shoots down Bruce Wayne's parents, but instead of him, like, I don't know, staying there, a Green Lantern ring chooses him. And in this reality, a Green Lantern ring says, "Bruce Wayne of Earth, you have the ability to overcome great fear. Welcome to the Green Lantern Corps." So, of course, in this reality, he chases after Joe Chill, which I'm surprised that the ring doesn't have any failsafe or something that can prevent him from going over crazy with it. And it's like, "You bastard! What the? Take my money! I'm not helpless now! Die!" So something happens in this reality is that due to so much willpower from Batman, it ends up overloading the ring and ends up taking things way too far. And ends up killing Joe Chill. And even tries to use his ring to bring his parents back, but fails and goes in full rage. Over time, Batman becomes more powerful, with Gordon saying, "Green Lantern, wasn't sure you showed up. Gordon, I advise you to remain polite. With me, the last cop who threatened me regretted it. We've got a couple of missing persons case. Thought you might find it compelling. Mostly, just recently, my detectives have all been truing that." So he mainly takes down Scarecrow in that. I'm actually surprised Gordon isn't, I don't know, thinking of maybe this is a mistake to trust a dangerous, pissed off version of Batman. And he even talks about saying how Penguin disappeared in that. And we're hitting a flashback with Penguin looking like his classic look, saying, "Boss, it's the kid! Christ! He's gonna murder us! Kill him first!" And even Gordon asks, what did he do? And despite Penguin's henchmen doing their best jobs, it doesn't work. And Penguin's like, What was? "You stupid, disgusting Penguin. You robbed and killed in my city, and I'm sick of it. No!" So he ends up throwing him into the air, where Penguin dies due to him being in space, ends up taking things way too far, and even especially when he blows up during a meteor shower. And even uses the Green Lantern battery and kills Gordon, saying that his daughter will have to live without him. So, meanwhile then, the Green Lantern Corps show up with all of the Green Lanterns, even the Guardians, but despite their best attempts, they get defeated. And one of them's like, "Stop the darkness, it destroys everything." And his head gets ripped off from him. And Batman ends up becoming the Dawnbreaker, which actually looks kind of like what I would see in a redesign of Batman Darkest Night. So over time goes into the darkness and even looks around in it, seeing destroyed cars and so on. And even sees other versions of Batmans, Robins, and all that. and he even heads to where Coast City is, and then sees Hal Jordan saying, "Hey, no one defaces signs in my city." "Batman, is that you?" "Ha, I have to warn you. I've killed Green Lanterns before." And yeah, it's technically Earth-Zero. And he's like, "Green Lantern's peed before, and I'll do it again." So he ends up taking in Hal Jordan into the darkness. And mainly Dr. Fate shows up saying, "Quickly, Dr. Fate, you are needed elsewhere, Hal Jordan." "No, I have to save Coast City." "You have no choice if the multiverse is to survive." And yeah, so Batman spreads fear through Coast City, creating monstrous versions and terrorizing people, killing off probably millions. And in the end, having a word say, "like me." So, yeah, that's basically the story. What do I think? It is definitely a good take. See, what would happen if Batman was given a Green Lantern ring, and unlike the multiverse on Earth 32, where he becomes Green Lantern and becomes responsible for power, in this one, abusing it and becoming no better than Sinestro. So I give this story a great thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.